Lucasfilm's big initiative and push for Star Wars The High Republic is something that Disney is going to publish and put out products for years. Now, at the tail end of the High Republic age is going to be the live-action TV series The Acolyte. And now one of the writers talks about future plans and how these two could possibly connect. So in case you missed it, the High Republic is an age that spans hundreds of years before the Star Wars prequels, and it ends about 50 years before Star Wars Episode 1. So it gives them plenty of time to be able to explore the High Republic and all it has to offer. Now, when we look at what they've planned and what they said in a recent interview, they talk about how for years down the road, the High Republic will be having new books, new content, action figures, comic books, other books, children's books, various other things. Now, it's interesting enough that The Acolyte, the Disney Plus series, is set at the end of the High Republic or going towards the end of it, and from what we've heard, it's either close to 50 or possibly upwards of 100 years before Episode 1, meaning that Yoda is still very much out there and he's already playing a role in the High Republic, so it won't be a surprise if we see him. And at the same time, they recently talked about the approach to this, and they said there is still years of stories to tell in the High Republic, and the whole Acolyte thing, they're not really worried about that now because they're pretty much far removed from it. I mean, even if they take some leaps of decades or 100 years, they still won't touch upon the Acolyte, and that sort of gives them freedom to do what they want, while the Acolyte gets to tell the story they want, and if there's any crossover, well, they can bring it in as they see fit, if they see fit. And if you've been following the High Republic, which I have, and I do suggest it, it's not the greatest thing. It does have a few missteps here and there, but overall it's very enjoyable. It's a new look at an interesting side of Star Wars in a time period, and you can see how the Acolyte is obviously going to introduce Sith acolytes. So that's pretty important, and if you pay attention in the High Republic, the Sith aren't really a thing. So quite clearly there's something going on here that they don't want to spoil that we will get to explore, and then that will directly lead into what happens with the prequels and the Sith. Now, what that is and what they do remains to be seen. There's plenty of rumors that the Acolyte might end up being somebody like Emperor Palpatine, or possibly even Darth Plagueis, which honestly would be kind of cool, but I guess time will tell, and the High Republic might just lead into that. So if you want a little bit of a edge on it, check out the High Republic. Again, it's not all great, but it's pretty enjoyable.